Hello everyone, I'm Korok and welcome to my self-improvement channel. In this video, I want you to tell few tips how to learn a language or how to be more fluent in language. So I think that's it and we can go on. So learning a language is really like complicating thing or something. Like for me it's really I wasn't like at learning at all. Even English, I wasn't good at speaking English. Also, I was learning English in school because like I'm not a native speaker English. I live in Slovakia, where the language that we use in Slovakia is Slovak, and yes, I know my native language well. Also, like Slovak is really like complicated. Like really, there are also some rules and things you have to learn. So it is not really like easy. But when it is your native language, it is not as that hard when you have to learn it. But English, even when I think it's easier to learn, also it's still like complicated with things and just so many things. Also, there are like there is like UK, like the British English, and also like the American English. There are like differences, and it just made me really like this, like not disappointed, like really confused about how like some words are more like British words and American words and all of the things. So it was for me so hard. I was learning so in school so long, and I couldn't almost say any sentence in English. But after some time, I just decided to learn by myself English. Also, what helped me was like when I was playing games. Don't worry, I don't play now games. But when I was playing games, there was English, so I had some like basics. So, but I had to like more to read in the English. I had to more like speak in the in language. Also, I was like doing the videos for myself when where I was speaking, so that made me more fluent. And also you hear me sometimes like having some trouble to speak, but still it is like less and less. So I really like now think that I really made big progress when I can be fluent. Almost like a year ago I was less fluent, I couldn't almost speak. This was like a year ago I started to more improve, and like I was learning almost like 7 years, like in school and all of the, like even more than 7 years English. But in 1 year I made the biggest progress because I started more to look on my English, more to try to improve my English. And yeah, this was my story. But now, how you can learn English language? Also, it can apply almost to any language because you have to like the only maybe difference is when you like learn, for example, Japanese, Chinese, or some other like more exotic languages where you have different like letters. You have to like learn letters and then the language. When you have like Latin, and when you have like normal like German, I don't know, French, Italian, and these like more to English, where are the letters almost the same. It's like maybe you have to just learn the words and the vocabulary and all of the things. So the first tip that I really recommend is speak in that language and try to think as much as you can in the language. So if you are at home, just try to, for example, like speak, or even to camera. You don't have to upload anywhere, but speak about some, I don't know, story or about something, and try to speak in that language and try as much as you can to just be fluent or just speak. Even when you're slow, just try to speak. Also try sometimes just switch the language from maybe from your native language to that language that you want to learn, and try to like more to look on the things. And then when you just find out something, like for example you just think like what am I going to do, and when you have problem with that sentence or you can express it, try to then learn it, and then you can like more better and better, try to more like find the words that are not as that much used as they are. Yeah, so that is for me that really like helped me the most. But also it is like in speaking and all of the things. other, but what helped me, for example, like in understanding more the things, what I just really I used was also, like, we can call it like second tip, is make journal. Like, really, I was talking about journaling in my videos on my main channel, and yeah, it is good to journal, but try to journal in different language, in that language that you are learning. So I I've tried like to journal in English, which was like not the easiest thing, firstly, but after some time you just get more like you just write normally, like really like normally, fluently almost, and it's great. It's really great what can make you really fluent, like not fluent, but also like in writing you can just use it, and it is something like you also like write in your own language, in your native language, and also you can try to like change the language and write you in your normal, in that second language or the language that you're learning. That's really something that I'm talking to you, that use more the language. Third is more like, do not do that mistake, and that is, don't only learn language by some, I don't know, some materials. Don't learn that language by some, I don't know, books. Don't just like look only on some rules, but instead of that, read normal book, even when you don't like almost understand to it. Try to just try to look on some film or some series that is in that language, and even when you don't understand it, try push yourself to it. This is how you can get better. Really, it's hard, yeah, but when you want to get fluent, you have to do it. Also, when you are learning your first language, when you're just some baby or something like this, you just what you are just watching, or you are just listening to people even when you don't understand them, and that is how you get fluent in that. It's something like, it's good to look on the grammar books or in some like learning videos, but I would say like, don't try to be only on that learning, like this rule is this and this, because you have to actually not think about it, about how, when you speak, you don't think about how this rule works and how this rule works. You just make it like automatically. You just don't need something like some rule, but it's good to know rules, it's good to know grammar, so do it, but less than be with that language. And the like last fourth tip that I really recommend you is, be patient in that. And I know it is something, maybe you will say, oh wow, this is really like something that we know, but I want you to remind that, really, just try and try, be patient in that. Really, don't like, really, when you after months you just are not fluent. Of course you will be not fluent in month or two, you have to just still try and do the things, speak in that language, and after some time you will just find out how you can speak great, how you can know these words, all of the things. It it applies to everything. Just try and don't stop. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you like it and it will help you. Also, I'm not the biggest polyglot. I speak as I said, like, I speak Slovak, English, and I'm learning in school Russian, and also now I'm learning by myself German. These are the four languages that I'm now using, so I can say that now I'm like the biggest polyglot, but I think that this helped me to get more fluent in English, and how you can get fluent in your own language. So thank you for watching this video, and be that person which you will look up to.